Now, we Christians love to say that Jesus brought salvation to this world. But what is this salvation and how does it affect your life? Generally, when many Christians say salvation, they mean having your sins forgiven, so you have a place in heaven when you die. But salvation means way more than having your sins forgiven. And we will try to establish some additional dimensions of salvation that many Christians hardly ever talk about today. Note that salvation and redemption mean the same thing in the Bible and is often used interchangeably. Now, to get a better understanding of how wide salvation is, we need to start from the story that is most significant to the people of Israel in the Bible, the Exodus from Egypt. Now, let's take a look at the song that Moses sang at the Red Sea when Pharaoh and his soldiers were drowned. In Exodus 15, 1-2, Moses sings, "I will sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he has hurled into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation." You see already Moses using the word salvation here to talk about God delivering them from Pharaoh. Let's reflect a bit deeper on this story of the Exodus. Now think about this. Jacob and his sons had moved to Egypt due to a famine. Now they moved on their own volition. Nobody forced them. After a long while, they were forced into slavery by a different and wicked Pharaoh. Note this. The slavery was not because of any sins that they had committed. Now, though Yahweh had asked each Israelite household to kill a lamb and use its blood to mark their doors, it was not because of any sins that the Israelites had committed, but because Yahweh wanted to protect them from the angel of death who would be striking that night. So, if you want to dig a bit deeper into Yahweh's real motives for saving Israel, we would find three main themes. We'll find love or grace, because Yahweh loved Abraham and had promised him his descendants will live in freedom on their own land. Now, if Israel had escaped from Egypt but didn't reach the promised land, the salvation would have been pointless and the nations would have laughed at the God of Israel, Yahweh. Number two, we find mission, that he wanted them to be a special people for his own purposes. In Exodus 19:6, Yahweh says he wants them to be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation who serve the world on behalf of Yahweh and show the world Yahweh's character. The third motive is what I call presence. He wanted to dwell amongst them. Remember that he moved with them like a pillar of fire at night and a cloud in the day. He asked for a tabernacle to be built for him to dwell in whilst they moved in the wilderness. And later, Solomon built a temple for him to dwell in the land. So we have seen how love or grace, mission, and presence define why Yahweh redeemed or saved Israel from slavery in Egypt in the Old Testament. In our next episode, we shall see how these same three motives show up again in the New Testament and why salvation is much bigger than you could ever imagine. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye.